last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the third quarterback taken back in April's draft, Dwayne Haskins out of Ohio State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
An offensive line play is not something that comes to mind readily, but it's always a big key in a ball game. And already these guys, they're getting it done up front. As we've seen this rushing attack have some early success.
From the 44, Haskins toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Intended for Devin Funchess. Incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And Forbath will put this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Vikings under 6-year head coach Mike Zimmer. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. But the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we look at this offense now, and Zach Martin will be important for this team today.
He's so good, Brandon, that you can play him at any position, the offensive line, and I think he's a Pro Bowl player at each spot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now it's Ryan. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. A gain of 16 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Barber on 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. It's caught. Shepard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. A look there at the numbers for Barber from last time. 21 carries, 72 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You got 4. You got 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, Haskins. Funches has it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Barnes, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd down, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
41's the mic. Check 41. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. It's caught by Funches. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Haskins will throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Forbath will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Barber. And an alley to run. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
I got you.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep here, Marcus Murphy. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And finding Keelan Cole. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
You ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Haskins. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Here's Madison.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
9 yards to go.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnes. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? The throw taken in by Cole. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Let's go, D.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
All day, baby. Let's go.
Still first down.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Haskins to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Haskins. Caught left side by Funchess. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. This is caught. And it will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll run it with Madison. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Barnes, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, it's Barnes. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Check
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock the Albert away and bring up second down.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards away. And Forbath will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's second down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready, back 25. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ryan. He'll check this one down to Barber. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Whoa. Hard throw. Incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. Third down here. On third down, Haskins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? Yeah. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Desmond King back deep. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Matt Ryan in the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, run.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now. It's Barber, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Ryan. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ryan now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A carry for Barber. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
First down, Hills. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones.
Second and 5 now. Ryan, he'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a give, running right, Barber. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown of the new season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Haskins to throw. Funches has it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage, but that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The 2nd down pass.
Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
to throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
incomplete. Intended for Cole Beasley.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. The Vikings turn up the heat, and they block it. And they'll wind up taking over there in their own territory inside the 40. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you. And however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Bring it. Back 25. Drop deep, drop deep.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
13 yards.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Ready, set. Let him go.
They'll run on 1st down. Barber, they'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Check.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, it's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Barber. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score, Vikings 21.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, caught at the 26-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Madison. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch 84. Watch 84. Single.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Haskins.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Third down. Intended for number 39.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now out comes Minnesota. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play action, Ryan. This goes to Barber, the running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 2nd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his man. That's Hardman. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready, back 25. Get the ball.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Ryan will throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw again is Ryan. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. His throw incomplete.
The 2nd down pass.
Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Matt Hawk now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
Let's go, baby.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now it's Haskins. He's going to go deep for Funchess, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Madison. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's back to throw. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in display. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now it's Haskins. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back to throw. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw, and this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. And this is in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Back to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Vikings hands team able to recover. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it's Barber. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you.
Once again, it's Barber. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Running is Barber. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.